Hi everyone, it's Alicia, and today I wanted to make a video to explain a little bit how I get to channel on demand. Yes, so there's of course certain things you have to bring into your life and let go from your life in order to be in a certain vibrational field, certain happiness, inner peace that allow you to access this skill that we all have, of course, but I'm not gonna talk about that, or maybe later in the video. What I want to talk about is the little thing I put in place in order to ground myself and receive messages with a lot of easiness and smoothness. That's what I want to focus on. And at some point, you really don't need that anymore. But sometimes, for some days where you're not feeling very grounded, it can help tremendously. That is for channeling on demand, meaning you're a medium, you want to channel for your friend or your family, or you have clients and you need to channel for them, right? Most of my channeling do not come on demand, it's spontaneous. I would be in a subway and then I feel something about someone and I have a flash. I see things, images, movies. I see words or sentences that scroll in my mind and I feel things. Usually I see things first and then the feeling comes as a confirmation or a way to emphasize the information. And I rarely hear things, which is a bit more cringe. It happened a few times and it's interesting. It's also, I don't know, it's not really my thing. I like to see things better. When I say seeing, I see it with my third eye, meaning I'll be talking to the camera or talking to you, and then usually I look on the left spot, and then it's like I'm just looking at the wall, but in my mind there's a film that is like developing. So that's how I'm seeing things. I have seen things a little bit more materialized in my room several times when I was younger, but not recently. Only orbs or balls of energy sometimes. Yeah, like it happened that there was like something flying over my head and I'm like, whoa. Only once though. That happened recently. That was the first time. That was crazy. Anyway, so you have the spontaneous channeling and then you have the channeling on demand. And so the channeling on demand, there's a little ritual you can have and I'm gonna share you mine. I think it's gonna work for you. I think it works for most people, but then you can find your own way, of course. You might not even need it, you know. I need it some days. When I'm not very grounded. So what am I doing? So on days where I'm really not feeling grounded and I do not, just like not so good days, I'm like a little bit in my mind, I'm a bit stressed by things of like life stuff. What helped me tremendously is breath work. So I do a very short 6-minute cycle of breath work. So what I'm gonna do is lay down, or you can also just sit, but I really like to lay down because of the relaxation. And for 2.5 minutes, I'm gonna be inhaling through the mouth, exhaling through the mouth, quite deeply, intensively, and quite fast. I'm gonna do that for 2.5 hours. That's gonna bring a lot of oxygen into my body, into my brain. And then after I'm done with the 2.5 minutes, I will inhale one big time, hold it for 15 seconds, and then exhale and relax completely for 1.5 minutes breath hold. After this breath hold, I'm gonna take a big inhale in. Usually you need it at some point. So a big inhale in, and I'm gonna hold it again for 15 seconds. And this is orgasmic. This is like the breath, the inhale of your life. It's really amazing. It really does something to your body, which is absolutely relaxing. It's beyond relaxation. It's beyond. It's absolutely amazing. It might feel a little bit funny, so stay on the ground for like 1 or 2 minutes after you're done with that, but I do that first. that I do on days where I'm not feeling very grounded. It helped me tremendously. It's incredible. Okay, so once I'm done with that and I'm about to channel for someone, there's two things I like to do. One small ritual or another one. The first one, I don't like the term ritual though, but the little ritual. So what I do is I like to put my feet on the ground, on the floor, or on my chair. I have a little step, but just like visualize your connection with the earth, and you can just imagine roots going very deep into the earth until I like to imagine a heart, a beating heart inside the earth, and I'm connecting to that. And so I'm connecting down to that, and then I imagine this heartbeat pumping energy up from Mother Earth into my body and through all my organs and through all my chakras, and it's like opening, and it's expanding the light through all of my chakras until my third eye and all the way up to my crown. And then I like to imagine flowers, like whatever comes to you, as long as it's like positive and it's like an image of expansion and something beautiful. That's it. So you're connecting the earth and you're connecting yourself to the sky. Very important to have both, not just the sky. Otherwise it's like your mind with the sky and it's actually not working so well. So you really need to be in the body as well and be with Mother Earth. So I do that, and once I'm done with that, and I'm in front of the client, I take a moment for myself, right? Like maybe 20 seconds. And then in front of the client or the consultant, the person that consults you, I really like, before I take on question and answers, to just ask the source, the divine source of unconditional love, energy of life, to give me a message for the highest good of the person, and I say the name of the person. That way you have usually a very beautiful message. Usually it's coming from the past, or it can be something to reflect about a present situation for the person. And it's usually very beautiful, very intense, sometimes a bit difficult, but it was meant to be shared at this very moment for the highest good of the person. So that's what I like to do to introduce my channeling session, and then I do the question answers thing. Yes, so that's more or less how I'm doing. That's one ritual. There's another one that I like to do, which is more simple, just connecting to your heart space. So you're taking an elevator. Your awareness is taking the elevator from the mind into the heart. And then you're here, you're in the heart and the heart space, and you're feeling very comfortable, and you're imagining the light just expanding all over your cells, all across your cells, all over your body, into your room, into your house, into your town, into your country, and the world, and the entire world. And you're connecting to everything with the best vibe ever. That's it. And so then I ask for the message, I deliver the message. And so for me, it can be very different for different mediums. For me, I mostly see things and feel things. I do not hear things very often. But it started by hearing things. So when I say I see things, I don't see things with density. It can happen sometimes. For example, one day when I was 15 or 16, I woke up and I saw a substance. I saw an entity in substance, in density, not hard like me, but like a ghost, like in movies, like something kind of like that. But that's very rare for me. I see orbs, I see dark orbs as well, like shadow ball, very rarely as well. Mostly, so when I channel, what I see is never with my own eyes like this. It's more with like It's like with my third eye. So it's like a mind image that forms. And it usually starts with a part, like a detail, and then it just grow into a scene. It can be a movie, it can be static, or it can be dynamic. Sometimes it's I see things, but I see words or sentences that scroll, like full sentences, or I hear the sentence in my mind. Right. Usually it's mostly the visual thing. And usually what comes for me is visual first, and then I have the sensation. The sensation comes to emphasize or to bring detail to the person, or to indicate that I need to go a little bit deeper and continue channeling on that very specific information, not skip to another one, not take another question. Yeah, so I need to share this feeling, and then as this feeling grows, it becomes a bit crazy for me. It's like, it's beautiful most of the time. Maybe I cry also, maybe I have shivers, I'm like, I have goosebumps, something like this. But it's so impressive that it usually helps me channel even more, and the flow intensifies of information. Right. Something I do is, if I receive an information which is incomplete, I say it is incomplete. I say I can't see further than that. I can allow sometimes to interpretate an information, but I say, hey, this is what I received. It might be that, it might not be that, but whatever, because that is the original information, right? I really try not to do that, but sometimes when it's too cryptic, I interpretate a little bit, but I say that it's with my mind. It's not the channeling. The channeled information is that one, right? I think it's super important, because you're not supposed to judge the information. You're not supposed to fill in the information with your mind. Yeah, so let's not do that. It's confusing, it's not good. Especially do not judge. So many times mediums are judging the information. No, you should not do that. So that's basically my process. When the consultant is asking a question, it's much easier. It's much easier, because it's like your channel, it's like your antenna is like directly picking the information. But when I ask for a message for the highest good, it's more like, I can feel it. I don't really understand what's happening. Like, I'm not how do you say, quantum physician. But that's my experience. It's much easier with a question and answer. When I feel like there's information about someone specific, I always try to have more details. Sometimes I do not see the details. I just see it's a man, right? I see more or less the age, but I don't have more details. Then I just ask. To myself, to the source. I ask, please give me more details about that person. That's it. And then a detail comes. Sometimes it doesn't come. And when it doesn't come, it's like, hey, for example, the message is, you have a lot of jealousy from women around you. And I'm like, trying to understand who that woman is, or if it's a group of women. I would not receive information. Maybe there's a reason I don't receive it. So then I tell the person, I do not have more details. I don't see anything, so I'm not sure I'm supposed to dig deeper into that. We'll come back at it later. If it comes back, it comes back. Anyway, so it's some kind of ethic as well, and principle, to always share the truth, a message of truth. That's not easy. That's really not easy. Right. So yeah, that's basically how I'm channeling, and I think I'm gonna make more videos about it, like training videos. I think that would be great, because anyone can do it, as long as you work on yourself to let go of toxic things in your life, things that suck your energy, because you need this connection, you need this grounding to channel, right? So you can do it, obviously, but you need a certain environment and context and lifestyle in your life. Nothing crazy at all. You don't need to be like like I don't look like a spiritual person. I'm a marketer also, you know, like I work with the corporate field. It's completely normal. It's a given gift to be able to channel. Everybody can do it. And intuition is channeling. And it's just like how much you stretch it and how much focus and energy you tune into it to bring the opportunity to channel the load of information a little bit bigger. Something like this. So yeah. I don't think I'm gonna explain like what you should do into your life to change and just be happy. Just fine. Not it's not what I meant. Just bring the changes in your life that will bring happiness, lightness, spontaneity, alignment. To go there, you need to go through dark places first. That's for sure. But you know what I mean? Like, always try your best to go in that direction, not the other one. And your channeling abilities will develop tremendously, especially nowadays. It's crazy. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you listen until the end. Anyway, yeah, always use the comment section if you want to suggest anything, if you want to channel with me, if you want to train or whatever, and I'll do some training videos. I think that would be cool. Anyway, have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.